Hey, it's Chantel from Williamwood right here. I'm going to be turning and assembling the Budget Round Top Euro pen kit. This kit is a little more complicated than your standard pen kit where you just turn your blanks down to the bushings. It involves measuring diameters with calipers and turning a small tenon on the upper barrel. The bushing set for this kit includes 3 bushings as well as 1 sizing sleeve that you can use to check the diameter of your tenon, which I'll show later on in this video. I've assembled the blanks and 3 bushings on the mandrel according to the diagram in the instructions, and I'm starting by turning both of my blanks round, making sure to leave plenty of material on the upper barrel for now. The wood I'm using is puduk. It's a vibrantly colored wood that comes from Central and West Africa. It's fairly soft and easy to turn. Next, I'm going to focus on the lower barrel. This barrel is meant to be turned down to the bushings as normal, so I'm going to do that before moving on to the upper barrel. Once the lower barrel is shaped, I'll start working on the upper barrel. The first step is turning it to a diameter of 13.08 millimeters. I'm cutting off small amounts of material at a time and stopping the lathe to check the diameter with calipers often. So why 13.08? This measurement is the outside diameter of the center band for this pen. The center band is going to slide over the tenon and sit flush with the turned barrel. So I'm going to try to get as close to this measurement as possible. At this point, you can also turn the finial end of the upper barrel down to the size of the finial bushing, but only on this end. I'm at 13.06 millimeters, a tiny bit under, but it's such a small amount that it's close enough. Next, I'm going to mark the length of the tenon at 6.09 millimeters. This is the length of the center band. Once the tenon is cut, the band will slide over it and match the diameter of the rest of the blank. Because we're talking about such small measurements, I'm keeping in mind that I measured 6.09 to the outside of my pencil mark, so I'll have to make my cut on the outside of my mark as well. I'm using a square carbide cutter for the tenon to keep the cut as square as possible. The diameter of the tenon needs to be 10.25 millimeters, so again, I'm removing very small amounts of material at a time and stopping the lathe to measure often. It's at 10.44 millimeters. Now that I'm close, I'm going to do a fit check. This is where the sizing sleeve can be used. Using the sleeve is optional, and I actually prefer doing a fit check with the center band itself because I find it more precise to use the actual part that's going to be assembled on the blank. I can also check to make sure the outside diameter of the band is flush with the blank. It's fitting on there nicely, but because the center band is meant to be glued onto the tenon, I'm going to remove a very small amount more to make room for a layer of glue in between the center band and the tenon. I don't want the fit to be so tight that the glue pushes out the sides. Repeating the fit check with the center band, it slides onto the tenon nicely and sits flush with the outside of the blank. So now I'm going to reassemble everything on the mandrel and start my finishing process. Go ahead and do the sanding and finishing of your choice. Skip forward in this video to the assembly instructions if you'd like. The only thing I'd say to be careful of here is trying not to sand the edge of the blank where you cut the tenon. You want to keep a nice sharp edge here so that it meets flush with the center band without rounding inwards. I'm sanding with Abronut mesh and micro mesh sheets up to 12,000 grit. After that, I'll use Triple E Ultra Cut and Shine Polish Wax, which is a very fine abrasive wax. I'll be following that up with a Shallow Wax friction polish. Because Paduk has a very open grain, I'm using an air compressor to blow out the dust that settled in the grain before I start applying my finish. I've noticed that if I leave the dust in the grain, it tends to mix with the polish and turn mucky. Before buffing on the Triple E, I switched over to plastic non-stick bushings so that I don't get any dark metal transfer from the metal bushings. Triple E is really easy to use. You just buff it on and buff it back off with a clean shop towel. Then I'm applying a couple layers of Shallow Wax to finish it off. Once everything is dried, the first step of assembly is gluing the center band onto the tenon. I'm using a very small amount of medium CA glue. CA bonds instantly, so if you feel like you need a bit more working time, you can use a 2-part epoxy. I'm just using a coffee stirrer to apply a thin layer of glue around the diameter of the tenon. You don't need a lot to secure the band on here. Then I'm sliding the center band onto the tenon with a twisting motion, similar to how you glue brass tubes into blanks so that the glue doesn't seize before you've got it in place. Then I'm moving on to assemble the remaining parts with a pen press. Unscrew the finial bushing from the finial and press it into the smaller end of the upper barrel, stepped end of the bushing first. Then screw the clip and finial back into the finial bushing, turning the clip to align it where you'd like it to sit on the barrel. Next, press the nib into the smaller end of the lower barrel. Press the transmission into the other end of the lower barrel until it's sticking out about 20.6 millimeters. Press it in small increments at a time, and screw in the ink refill to test how far the tip extends when turning the transmission. Keep adjusting until about 3 millimeters of tip shows when it extends. Finally, slide the upper barrel over the transmission. And that's it. If you're turning the round top Euro kit for the first time and going over the instructions, it tends to look a lot harder than it actually is. After you've completed all the steps and put the kit together, it'll make a lot more sense. If you have any questions, comments, or tips of your own, let us know in the comments below. Thanks for watching.